My research report will discuss the influences of and the influence of Henri Matisse's The Woman in the Purple Coat. This highly decorative painting was influenced by his dull childhood in the textiles of his French village. It laid the groundwork for modern art and Fauvism. Henri Matisse was born in a small textile town in North Italy in 1869. The town was called Le Château Chambitais, and it was not a town where many artists came from. He was not encouraged to be an artist, and instead went to work in a grain factory. When he became ill, he took a focus in art, and finally was able to move to Paris at age 21. Here he studied Vincent van Gogh's Impressionism and the Pointillism of Georges Seurat. He was fascinated by their bright color and use of brushstrokes. Finally, at age 60, Henri Matisse moved to New York. Henri's town inspired him to paint in a way that would transcend the darkness. Many people and critics at the time thought he was a people pleaser, but he has gone down in history as a positive influence of art. The colors he used in this painting show brightness and repetition. Purple is most emphasized in the center in her coat and further emphasized by the yellow surrounding it, as the complementary color brings out purple. The yellow is seen 3 times and then 1 time smallly in her necklace. Also seen 4 times is the red. Red is seen on the wallpaper, in the corner of a pillow, and in the tomatoes. The neutral colors of this painting are seen in the background and in her skirt. There is also brown in her skin and in the design of the vase. These green and browns let the bright colors be the star of the show. Lastly, there is no blue seen throughout the entire painting. Henri Matisse uses black to outline his bright colors and further emphasize their design. This composition of a woman with flowers is seen often in Henri Matisse's work. We see him have paintings of his model sitting down in clothes next to a vase of flowers. Here we see a woman harmony in blue and yellow odalisque. The model is always the same woman, and she is Lydia Delektorskaya. She was a Russian model who became his caretaker. He met Lydia when he hired her as his assistant in New York. Henri was painting a mural for Mr. Baines, a famous and rich art collector. He fell in love with Lydia and called her his ice princess. He was fascinated by her fair skin and blonde hair, and she became his #1 muse. Henri even left his wife to be with Lydia. There are paintings of Lydia throughout his later career. In his 50-year career as an artist, Matisse challenged boundaries, broke tradition, and followed his own style. He set the stage for modern art by challenging these rules of color and form, and following the French artists he had studied in his younger age. In his older age, Matisse can be an inspiration to anyone who is physically immobilized. He was put in a wheelchair, but never let being in a wheelchair stop him from creating art. He was named a creator until the end, and used paper to paint. He did this by cutting up painted paper and instructing his assistants on how to create and paint the canvas. This shows Matisse's true love for color and design.